Welcome to this episode of the Extreme Personal Finance Group. We're together in the same spot. How rad is that?
Pretty rad.
Dude, so you know what? Today is Friday, July 11th, which is International French Friday. So guess where we are? Everywhere.
We're in Robin.
Red Robin, you know why?
Because they have bottomless fries.
Bottomless fries. So I'm just going to have 17 plates of fries. See, I already got my to-go container because I put my burger in the container and then I just eat fries. Is
So
that
then you didn't even have to order a burger. You could just order the bottomless fries and that's it. Yeah.
How much is bottomless fries?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
I thought I was like frugal hacking.
It's definitely not for low hacking.
Oh, well, at least I have a burger for tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
It's just that if you get the burger, then you get the fries for free.
Ah, yes. Okay. So anyway, so we're going to talk about something. I have a blog article that's going to come out next week, and it's talking about what a Trump account is and how they work. Do you know what a Trump account is?
I have no idea. You brought this up like a couple days ago, and I have never heard of this.
Yeah, I brought it up with my business group at lunch too, because I think it's one of those things that it almost gets kind of glossed over. I have another article coming out where I summarize all of the. I should say all. I summarize some of the most important things in the Big Beautiful Bill.
Okay.
Right?
What is the Big Beautiful Bill?
Yeah, it basically it's a huge spending and tax package included in this bill that was going back and forth. That got approved by the House and then the Senate. It finally got approved and forward, signed into law July 4th by the president.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
this big beautiful bill.
See, I've seen this like people talking about this on social, and I
Yeah.
thought it was a nickname.
It started out as a nickname, but the actual text now it's a big beautiful bill. Yeah. So
July 4th.
I know it's right. So and one reason why they're called Trump accounts, and this is again I tried to do some research on it, and originally they were called the money accounts for growth and advancement. That's the name of the account, which also acronymed mega accounts. I don't make this up. But the interesting thing, it was kind of renamed Trump accounts as to now, when you're referring to them and when Congress refers to them, it's quickly identified moving forward which president, similar to how we call Obamacare, exactly. That's not. It's like it started as a nickname, but then now it's kind of what we use as the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Anyway, so the Trump account, and again, so I was talking about this earlier. This is an account that it's basically a government-funded investment account that is launched automatically for babies. So if you're born within a particular window, so like the very end of last year, so December 31st, 2024, through January 1st, 2029, the government, what I've understood, the Department of Treasury, so U.S. Treasury.gov, opens up this account and drops $1,000 into this account. It's free money. It's free money.
So they don't do it every year. It's just like when the baby's born, it goes into an account. I mean, seriously, it's like the smartest thing.
Yeah, I remember reading about this, 2 years ago. Someone said, hey, for every baby that's born, if you put something crazy like $1,396 into an S&P 500 fund and let it track for 65 years, they'll have $1 million.
Wow.
So it's like, if I would have known that, like when my kids are born, I would have dropped $1,300 in the account and just let it die. I know, right?
I mean, I might be 12 years too late, but I can totally do that.
You can totally do that because that doesn't account for any other contributions, right? That's just that initial money that you put in there. So this Trump account, U.S. Treasury drops $1,000. Again, there's no strings, nothing attached, just free money, right? And what I've learned, this will drop into a fund that tracks the U.S. So something like the S&P 500. I don't know, again, which fund it's in. Is it going to be some mini fund, mutual fund, or some sort of ETF that we don't know about?
Whose is that?
I don't know. Details are
Okay.
so. I actually have a call. I know I was talking to you. Hey, do I know anybody that's had a baby in 2025?
I seriously cannot think of anybody that had a baby that's in the back.
So I did get.
I really apologize ahead of time if you had a baby. I have not reached out.
That's all right. Well, so I did get a text. So a friend of mine has a baby. They had a baby, and I reached out to them. We're gonna schedule time that I'm gonna interview them, talk about firsthand experience. Supposedly, what happens, the U.S. Treasury Department reaches out to you if you had a baby in this window.
Okay, that was my next question. Was like, is this something that you have to fill out, or is it automatic as soon as you are registered?
That's the thing. It's automatic, right? It's like you opt in automatically, but parents can opt out. This is what I don't understand.
I would really like to
Why?
meet somebody that wants to.
Exactly. When I was writing, I was like, what would be the reason why you would opt out? Like this, take this account, this $1,000 that drops in there. It doesn't negate any other investments or retirement account that parent has. So it doesn't take away from your 401k or your IRAs or your HSA or any other investment account. It's completely free money. So I don't know what, unless
There's no strings.
they just had to put in there, well, for whatever reason, you don't want to participate. I don't know. I don't know where the downside is. If somebody knows the downside, let me know.
They literally don't want to be attached to like the Trump name whatsoever. But I mean, seriously, free money. It's like.
So this is where this magic happens. So yes, this is free money. You could just drop this $1,000 in your account, just let it ride. And we're going to talk through about what it means after 60 years or whatever, 65 years. But also, you can contribute additional funds to this account. But there is a limit. There's a cap. So parents or family members or like really good friends, maybe you got a favorite uncle. They can contribute up to $5,000 a year into that account.
Is it? That's the total for the account.
Correct.
That's not the total per person.
No, it's the total. Yep, total per account.
Okay.
And get this, as part of an employer benefit, an employer can elect to. It's voluntary. They can elect to contribute an extra $2,500 per year per qualifying child.
Like a parent's employer.
Correct. So, like, if you're a parent, you have a new baby, it could be part of their benefits package. And let's be honest, hunting down, attracting, retaining talent. I mean, people are looking for really good benefits.
Really good benefits, and that's a really good benefit.
If you can add that as a benefit, it'd be pretty rad.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Another round of fries. Bottomless fries. Thank you. Anyway, so where was it? Oh, so employers, they can elect to put $2,500 per qualifying child. So that adds up to $7,500 per year can be contributed to this account, right?
Okay.
So let's start so who actually qualifies? Like, what does it take to get a Trump account?
Yeah. What does it besides just that being born?
Yeah, it's kind of straightforward. You got to be U.S. citizen.
Okay.
So, and then one of the parents has to have a valid Social Security number. Okay, that's one of the things that's required.
Doesn't everybody have one? If you're a U.S. citizen, you automatically have a Social Security number.
If you failed, if you're like undocumented, and maybe one of the parents is undocumented and was the father or mother of this child that was born, you may not have a Social Security number.
Okay.
Right? So, I mean, that's the definition of like undocumented. Something that's weird. But so, and then basically the big thing that we just talked about is the parents don't have to be able to apply for anything. What you're saying, paperwork, it just happens. So, and like what we were talking about, I don't know who would ever just kind of right? And so, what I want to talk about now is, if we start to add the additional, like, let's say $5,000, like parents or uncles or friends or whatever.
Sure.
Plus, uh, awesome, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Plus $2,500 for the employer. So now if you add $7,500 per year from the time they were born,
Say, do you have totals?
it really does start to add up. Yeah. So
That's really going to add up.
well, let's talk about that. So first of all, how are these taxed? Like, how is this account taxed? Like, what is this?
Is this like a
What is this? Exactly. So what kind of account is this? Well, one thing that we always know is that what did Ben Franklin say? The only thing that's constant is death and taxes.
Yes.
So of course we're going to be taxed, right?
Okay.
So think of this as a tax deferred account,
Okay.
right? So it's like a traditional 401k or traditional IRA, in such that you don't pay taxes until you withdraw. You know,
Okay.
right? And the tax treatment on this account, think of when you do take the money out, so you're going to use this money, it's taxed at the long-term capital gain rates, which is way friendlier, right? It's better than your income tax rate, right? Like my working income tax rate.
Okay, dumb that down.
Yeah, so basically, capital gains rates is like you get capital gains, you get taxed on like if you sell properties.
Yeah.
If you like, for instance, I got if I sold stock, right? Like after a year, that gets taxed as long-term capital gains, which is less than what your tax rate is when you file your taxes every year. So it's less than what your income tax rate is.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's good. The one thing that still isn't clear yet, too, is if you do withdraw or use this money before that, most likely, okay, you're going to get taxed at your regular income tax rate, which is bad. But then there'll also be a penalty, just as if you were to, withdraw a 401k early. You're going to get penalized. I don't know what that penalty would be yet.
Yes.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on the Treasury website. Couldn't find it. And no one really knows yet.
So was it before 65? So if you have to keep this in this account until 65?
Good question. No.
Really?
Yeah. So let's talk about it. So how can you use this money? Let's talk about it. You can't just automatically start using this money for fun stuff. You can't just go on vacation. You can't.
When you're 50 or 30 or what?
Yeah, so it actually starts at 18. Yeah, so this Trump account, when money goes in here and any contributions, the child cannot touch any of the money until they're 18.
Well, I mean, that's better than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be at least 65. Okay.
Yep, so at 18, this was kind of cool. So at 18, they can withdraw up to 50% of the funds.
Okay.
And they can be used for anything that can build wealth.
So like investments, buying property.
That's the definition. So like real estate, like your first home, you can use it for investing in other type of investment accounts, retirement accounts.
Okay.
Right? Because let's say there are, a different fund you want to put it in or something like that. You have a brokerage account and other investments. Mm-hmm. I think that's what you can use it for.
Okay.
Again, getting details right now is still kind of spotty, but
Sure.
It does state any other thing that you can use to, like wealth building vehicles. So like buying your first property, starting a business,
Okay.
right? So if you're 18-year-old old and you're like, hey, I'm going to start a t-shirt printing business in my garage,
Sure.
boom, you can use that money to buy your equipment.
Wow.
Pretty rad, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
At 25, so at age 25, the child, I'm going to already refer to it as the child, but even though you're going to get you can basically now have access to the entire amount
Okay.
for those same restrictions. So to build wealth.
Okay.
So buy a property, buy your house, buy a business, start a business, buy a business, other investment vehicles. That's it.
Okay.
That's again at 25, you'll have access to the entire amount.
With the restrictions on what you can spend.
Correct.
Okay.
But after age 30, you can use it for whatever you want.
Like buying a pointy guitar.
Like buying a pointy guitar, absolutely, or going on vacation, or a new Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, they cost about that much. So
Right.
okay, so how do you keep track of what you spend your money on? I mean, I suppose you have to turn in receipts and stuff like that.
That's a great question.
I mean,
I'm assuming when you do your taxes, there'll be particular forms that you get from Treasury.gov that has what was contributed. And if you had to withdraw, just like I used to do Roth conversions. When I did those Roth conversions, I would sell pre-tax money, put it into a Roth, for example, sell stock from my 401k, pre-tax, put it into a Roth.
okay.
And when I did that, my custodian, right, the servicer who had my 401k, I would get that document that says, hey, you sold this much stock for this much money. This was the cost basis. What are my tax liabilities, right? So I'm assuming it'll work like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, they really don't have to worry about it for 18 years, so
Right.
I'm sure a lot will change between now and then.
So I just want to quickly go through just some of the math that basically kind of changes the game, right?
Because I feel like that the end math is what is going to sell people into doing this.
Yeah, so I got a couple different scenarios we can look at. So the very first one is, let's just say you're doing too many things. Let's say Treasury Department opens the account, drops $1,000. You don't do anything. Your parents don't do anything. I'm sorry,
$1,000 and that's it.
$1,000. And even once you're 18, like you don't contribute anything either, right? Because once you're 18, you can contribute. Sure, right? Let's say you don't do anything, so $1,000. Well, so the amount you actually contribute is zero. But the amount of growth, right? By the time you're 65, you'll have almost 150,000.
Is that right?
That is absolutely. You know how many times I've done this math? I actually had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine, Veronica, look at all my math. I was like, "Is this right?"
Really? I was actually thinking it would be more.
Oh, just wait. No, this is an average return of 8%
Every year.
So 8% for 65 years. That's an average rate. Again, who knows?
Right.
You could do a 9 or 10% rate of return. It doesn't matter. Or if you talk to Dave Ramsey or something, he says it's higher. But
Okay. All right. So we'll start there. 150,000.
yeah, if you don't do anything,
Don't do anything.
right?
Free money from the government, and you get $150,000 at 65.
That's right.
Okay.
But now let's pretend, in addition to that $1,000, now you're going to continue to drop $5,000 a year
Yep.
into your kid's account until they're 18.
Okay.
Right? Now again, $5,000 a year, just to give it a little bit more, like it's easier to digest. It's about $400 a month.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So if you can afford, as a parent, or maybe you are a rich uncle, let's say you are dumping $400 a month into that account for 18 years. Well, by the time the kid is 65, you'd have contributed about $90,000.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Would you be contributing it until they turn 18 or until they're okay?
Yeah.
So you stop contributing the $5,000 a year when you're 18.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you don't do anything else. Let it ride for another 47 years.
Okay.
By the time they're 65, guess how much they got? Yeah. $7.1 million.
That is nuts.
No. So again, it's one of those things where if you can afford $5,000 a year to invest in your kid just for 18 years, then you don't have to.
How much would that be? Okay. I'm asking math questions.
Yeah, I'm not going to do math in that time.
Dang. Okay. Because I'm curious how much it would be at the 18-year mark if you didn't contribute the $5,000 a year. Then when they're 18, they can pull 50% out. to do their business. 191.
Oh, dang it. I don't have. Do I have this
Is
graph?
that right?
Yes, this is the graph.
Okay, so
Yeah,
at 18, they'd be 191,000 they would be able to pull out.
Correct.
So that's still better than contributing nothing, but barely.
But here's the thing. That's the power of compound.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing that's cool. If you look at the graph, again, we'll add a link down below, but like, notice that by 45, you'd have 1.5 million.
Right. Well, even going from age 20 to age 30, you go from 191,000 to 481,000. That's longer.
I mean, try, look at this. I mean, you want to give your kid a kickstart.
Yeah.
Contribute $5,000 a year until they're 18. By the time they're 30, they'll have almost 500,000.
I mean, that's $200 a paycheck.
There you go.
That's not that bad.
Okay, it gets even crazier. Oh, because let's say we have
Stop looking ahead.
we have notes down here. So, by the way, I can just eat plates of fries.
I know. I just keep going.
So, we probably shouldn't be. Well, you know what? Okay, it's my podcast. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, we're eating on camera.
He has the explicit badge so he can swear.
Well, people drink. I mean, there's so many podcasts I listen to. It's like, oh, what are you drinking? Oh, this beer and this whatever and this drink and this cocktail.
Pick me on the wrong day.
I don't drink, but I'll share yummy frickin' fries. Happy National French Friday.
Happy National French Friday.
Okay, so let's go one step further. So, if not only you get $1,000 when you're born, then the parents contribute $5,000 per year,
$200 a paycheck.
$200 a paycheck, and also your employer contributes $2,500, right, per year for 18 years, right? So the kid's 18. It's crazy what happens because in just 18 years, what you've contributed is about $136,000.
You know, it's not that much. I mean, like, you went from 91 to 136 for contributions. That's it.
That's right.
Just, that's it. Like an extra 40,000 in 18 years. And then what even to retire with?
$10.6 million.
I don't even know what I would do that with 20.
It's ridiculous, right?
I mean, I seriously, at 65, I don't know what I would do that with 20. Wow.
But let's say you keep going.
You keep going. Okay, how do you keep going? Just like,
Well, for instance, let's say the kid, once they're 18,
oh,
so you're contributing money, right?
yeah.
And the kid gets their first job. They're still living at home. They,
Okay.
you know, they have money that, like, what should I do with it? They should invest it. Well, now the kid continues to contribute, right, after 18.
5,000, you contribute for 5,000 after 18. Okay.
Yep. Well, and then, and again, keep in mind, the 2,500 stopped at 18,
Right.
right?
The employer. Okay.
So,
Can the 18-year-old get his employer to?
no, it's only
Okay.
per child.
Okay.
Yep,
All right.
per child. So now, total contributions that, again, with the kid contributing as well, is about 370,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But now, by the time the kid is 65, they'll have almost $13 million.
$12.8 million.
$12 million.
And you only put in $300,000.
Right. What did Einstein say? Compound interest. It's like the seventh wonder of the world or something. I probably got that wrong. Sorry, don't haters don't come at me. He said that as some crazy thing. Anyway.
Yes. You know, compound interest, like, I know it's amazing, but I just have still never understood it. But still,
Dude, if
looking at these numbers is just...
I would have known about compound interest in my 30s, I didn't really learn any of this shit until I was like 38 years old, right? But this is one thing I want to focus on. We've been talking about big numbers. We've been talking about contributing a lot of money.
Right.
Not everyone has that much money.
$200 a paycheck can be a lot.
It can. But I want to emphasize this, that even with a lower paying job, with a lower income, you can still set your kid up for success. So let's say you're not able to max everything out. I totally get it. But as little as $50 a month.
Okay.
So let's
Just
say,
50 a month.
yep, you have a kid, they get the $1,000 drop in there, then you, as a parent, drop $50 a month in there.
$600 a year, that's probably less than what you get back in your taxes.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then the kid also, I mean, you could as a parent as well. But then if the kid took over when they're 18, right?
Right.
They just put $50. I mean, my kid still puts $50 in his Vanguard account,
Yeah.
right? $50. So the total amount you have contributed by the time you're 65 is 40,000. That's it.
That's like nothing.
You put 40,000 over 65 years. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's
$40,000. But get this: by the time you're 65, that kid would have $1.2 million. He'd be a millionaire. So I want you to just let this sink in, right? So let this sink in. Only $50 a month, you become a millionaire.
so. We went from, and you don't contribute anything at all. What was the amount? It was like 160,000 or something like that. 150,000.
148.
So by contributing $600 a year, $50 a month, you go from 150,000 to 1.2 million.
For $50 a month.
50 bucks a month.
Yes.
And say you had twins. Just saying.
Dude.
I mean, seriously. If this would have been around when my kid was born, I honestly, like, it would have completely changed, I think, the way that I even treated Christmas presents and birthday presents. Like, everything would be cash. It would go straight into that fund and be like, hey, happy birthday, I'm building towards your future.
100%. I mean, I remember like when I was talking with some other friends on Wednesday, that was the thing is like, I kind of went through some high level details and we were just like, where was that when my kids were young?
Right?
Exactly. Well, that's part of the big beautiful bill. Anyway, so we're just a couple more scenarios and then we're going to kind of wrap up and I'm going to order some more fries. But also, check it out. See,
Big beautiful burger.
I got the big beautiful burger that I'll take home for lunch tomorrow. So basically, let's say that only you as a parent max out the account. Let's say you don't have the employer benefit, right? There's no employer benefit. So if your parents, grandparents, they contribute $5,000 a year from the day they were born, and then kept contributing $5,000 a year until they're 65.
Okay.
So again, that could be a combination of grandparents, their parents, the kids themselves, right? Once they get a real, big job, right?
Side hustle money.
Side hustle money, right? Exactly. Well, until 65, they would have contributed about 326 grand.
Okay.
Because the power of compounding, by the time they're 65, they have $9.3 million. See,
And you make that a habit, and like it just becomes second nature. I mean, like if you do it your whole life, like it's just something you do.
Exactly, because people.
It's pretty built into your budget.
That's the thing is, so many people don't invest for retirement until they're too late. This quote I put give people kind of a kickstart and a launch pad to keep going, right? An incentive to keep going. You get that $3,000.
Right.
Let's just keep going. Again, if you can't afford everything, maybe it's just $50 a month. It's something, and it will. Because again, hopefully they'll have 401k accounts with their employer. They'll have other retirement benefits. I think it's just crazy, and it's one of those things where I really didn't even know what this was until I started digging into what are some of the details of that big video. Right? Pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
I want to thank you for hanging out while we're scrubbing food in our hole.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's Friday.
Friday.
Really do appreciate it, and we will see you next time on the Extreme Personal Finance Show.
Thank you.